We're here in GTA. I'm gonna put us in maybe should we do a race this time? Maybe
Yeah.
a stunt
I like
race. Okay, I'm gonna find one
races.
for us.
I think
Hasn't
races.
Michael Jordan been trying to sell his like palatial estate in Chicago for like 10 years and no one will buy it because it's
really?
so expensive?
But that's probably the kind of thing that super wealthy people do, is they'll just list their property for some sort of insane amount because they don't need to live in it.
Right.
Like, who cares? I can afford to pay for this thing to sit empty
taxes
for
every
the
year.
next 400 years, and
Yeah.
if one person buys it in the next 400 years, then I will have made triple my money back.
And if I need the money, I release one shoe.
Yeah, I'll release a shoe.
And make
Sylvester Stallone just did that. He has a house here that
I
he
feel
like
like he
dropped
might
like
be a little less
$300 million off the price. He was like, "Well, I was asking for $1 billion. Now I'm just 800,000."
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah. And you know who else is selling his house? Osama bin Laden's brother here in town.
Oh,
yeah.
really? In LA?
Yeah, in LA. You can buy Osama bin Laden's brother's house in LA for a paltry like $20 million.
Oh, that's nothing. That's chump change.
Yeah.
I've started getting referred to like YouTube videos. It's like I'm doing a house tour of this $40 million Colorado estate.
I get those
Jesus
too.
And it's a guy who just walks around, and I like. If it was on Netflix, I'd probably be more into it, but it's on YouTube, and I'm like, why does this guy get to do this on you? You're just a YouTuber.
Yeah.
How come you get to do this? So I don't enjoy it as much, but
Chili
yeah,
had
there's
stunt descent.
a lot of beautiful homes. It sucks because I love the concept of home architecture.
Yeah.
And,
I don't.
I love
and,
AD. That channel's great.
and all that stuff. But then the idea of what our society actually needs in terms of shelter is in direct contrast with those beautiful, elegant, giant homes.
Why don't people need a giant, elegant, insane?
No one needs that
gross
much.
homes.
And when so many people either A, don't have any homes, or can barely afford to have like rent a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
Have you
just
seen
seems
One Bel Air,
Optically,
James?
I need 300 acres
300
minimum.
acres, yeah.
There's a guy who, I don't even remember all of his bullshit, but he's basically this kind of douchey LA guy.
Go
Niall Niami,
Sounds
the
cool.
One Bel Air. This house is like,
Oh, this is a is this a place?
it's called the One Bel Air, and it's whatever.
That's how
I
you
don't
know you've done it, by the way. If your house has a name.
And it's
You know, any house can have a name.
I know any house can have a name, but most don't. And if
look
it
at the
does, that
pictures.
means you're either like really poor or you're really rich.
So this
Yeah.
guy has been like building this house, and like in all the videos that I saw, he kept going like, "Oh, it's gonna change the world. This house is gonna change the world."
Did it?
And no,
Do you feel changed?
it went on the
don't
market
know.
now in like January. It says for 340 million. But he was like, "This is $1 billion. This is gonna be $1 billion home." There's a nightclub in it, and one of the parts I remember
like a nightmare.
specifically, he's giving a tour of like the bathrooms in the nightclub that's like underneath his house, and there's a camera in the men's restroom so that women can feel empowered.
I like that.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Where is the
So,
monitor
women
in the
can
women's
watch
restroom?
Yes.
Shit.
Yeah, the
That's
women can pee in the
hilarious.
women's restroom, and they can watch the dudes piss.
Wow.
But how does that? That doesn't mean
How does that
equality.
So
How
fetish
are
dungeon?
I don't want to see you
It's
piss.
not equality, Lindsay. It's equity. Okay, there's a difference.
Equity. There's equity in this dick.
Haven't you seen the image of the short people standing behind the fence, Lindsay?
Yes, I've seen
Okay,
it. With the
that's
tree
what that is.
bent over.
That's when you
I've
put
seen
a
it.
camera in a men's restroom. That's what that is.
It's making
Okay?
up. It's
That's
making
what
up
it
for
is.
yeah.
Jeez,
Stuff.
Louise.
Isn't this house insane though? It
looks like the
it kinda
Getty.
looks like a penis. It does look like the Getty. Oh my god, I did something weird.
Yeah.
putting
no.
it on the
Giant
screen.
houses. Oh wait, why are you?
Is your car?
Hold on.
Pointing
What's
up like a
happening?
rocket?
Don't worry, this
Drive
is part of
straight
the
up in
race.
air.
That's sweet,
Oh wow.
Yeah, you got a rocket on the back of your car.
Do you
dude.
know how to use the
luck.
rocket? Click in on left stick.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Do it in your shirt.
Where are we going?
You gotta go to the flag.
Imagine
believe in
being
you.
Osama bin Laden's brother, and you're overseas on
Hold on,
vacation.
but we can't. But hold on. So
Yes.
what does Osama bin Laden's brother do?
He has
Is he just
60
probably like
brothers. He is one of 60 children.
Okay.
Osama bin Laden. So it's like I'm not sure
Oh,
he's
yeah.
close
Not
with
the
all of
two
them.
parents,
It's
but-
50. Don't be crazy.
It might be 50 actually. It's something like that. But either way, his half brother was overseas when 9/11 happened, and then he was like, you know what? I'm just not going to go home. I don't think anyone's going to want to see me at home. And he
that's
hasn't.
probably a
He
good
hasn't
idea.
been back to America since.
I mean, if he didn't do, if he like, I mean, it sucks to blood of his family, fucked up his thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like I
the
had
name's
some
fucked.
really cool statues of dogs in that house that I'll never see again.
Yeah. 'Cause they were like really wealthy, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You committed suicide, James. Are you okay? Oh,
That was
Patrick.
me.
Patrick's plan.
Sorry.
These
James wouldn't do that.
Can you only do like a short burst of rocket?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
And you
really
have to
think
get
I
to a
wouldn't have the
flag.
rocket on all
to get to
the
the
time?
You
top.
have to get to a
I
flag.
mean, if you could have rocket on all the time, you would have rocket on all the time.
Probably
That's
be a
what I'm
plane.
saying.
Yeah.
I would never stop
I want
rocketing.
rocket.
Come on.
Isn't that a Grease song? I would never stop rocket.
I would never stop rocket. Shoobop, stop rocket.
Lindsay, do you like Grease?
Like bacon grease?
No, like
Fat from the pan?
the
Yeah.
musical and or film on which.
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna
liked the
guess,
film,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
musical
Adapted.
film. I've never seen it on stage or anything.
What about Grease 2? You like Grease 2?
I feel like I might have seen that when I was younger, but I don't remember it, so I guess not.
Sean Astin, right?
Is he in
I
Is
got
he in
I
that?
think he is Grease too, right?
He's,
it's
he's the
Michelle
greasiest.
Pfeiffer. Please.
Grease 2, greasier.
Reproduction. Na, na, na. There's a whole song about reproducing
In Grease
2,
2?
yeah, and that's the best song. Reproduction. I have
like-
sex ed class.
I like Grease a lot, but it's not like by means even in my like top 5 musicals.
All right, what about Bacon Grease?
I don't understand.
Bacon Grease, yeah, it's in my
Grease.
top
I
5.
don't understand the aesthetic and the.
What do you mean?
What do you mean
It's
you
set
don't
in
The
50s.
aesthetic. The aesthetic
Why
is like
is
the
it-
one thing I understand. It's like it's the
Yeah.
that the whole greaser aesthetic.
It's Greaser, yeah.
Yeah, that's like it was a
Grease is the
throwback.
world.
But
Well,
why
it-
was that?
that's
Why
what
was that
happened.
cool? When
It's
that
the same
came out?
reason people are wearing '90s pants now.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
people are
like
going to
10 years. We're like, I guess 20 years.
Yeah, it's the cycle.
1990 was 31 years ago.
And same
Well,
with Grease. Grease was made in the 80s, I think, or
Yeah,
late
and it
70s,
was
and it was
set in
about
the
the
50s.
50s.
It's exactly that's what happens all the time. American Graffiti. The timing is we are such boring creatures.
We
This
really
what
are.
happens
It
all the
sucks.
time.
In 2000, in the year 2000, or no, in the year 2001, I won
that's
second
sick,
place
Patrick.
at the school
Thank you.
talent show because we did a Grease medley, and I dressed up in a poodle skirt, and all the rest of my punk band was in like white T-shirts and jeans, and then we played.
God damn
we
it.
played the. Who put the bop in the bomb shawampa da boo, put the bang in the ding the ding the dong do,
okay.
put the do, 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 and then we'll always be together. But it was like a punk version of it.
Oh, cool.
It was cool. Second place. I lost to an Irish step dancer. Pissed
God
off
damn
about
it!
it.
And that was
Fuck
the
her.
time. I mean, that was like the
Yeah.
era to lose to an Irish step.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
dancer,
guess you're
you know?
right.
Yeah, Riverdance was
was-
still.
That was
Right
that's
after
rough.
post
You had no
Riverdance.
shot there.
I had
Ryan,
no shot.
what year is this? What year
Oh my
did you?
God.
2001.
That was like 2000. I was a
2001.
freshman
Go
in
for it.
high school, and we won
What
second
happened?
place. So 2001, I believe. Yep, I'm right.
was
And then we
almost
never. That was the highest we ever got in the talent show. Because then we started getting more heavier music, and the judges never really liked our
that's bullshit.
our
Fucking
screaming
politics.
bullshit.
James, were you ever in a talent show?
I don't think we had talent shows.
Yeah, that was cool. That was great.
I don't remember ever there being a time where they're like, it's time for the school. I went
We
to
had talent shows.
a pretty
Yeah, you did.
pretty traditional high school experience, but it didn't like, have
Like
those
Amish?
activities.
Yeah.
No, like I mean, like, you know, it was like, hey, we're going to class, but I
Oh.
never, my growing up was very much like the stereotypical movie suburban.
You
grow
found a
up.
dead body.
But for whatever reason, my high school experience didn't have it. Like there was a prom, but no one cared that much.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't like that big a deal. I mean, our basketball team was good, but our football team wasn't that good. So like,
Are you
people
saying that
went to sports a little bit? But
people
it wasn't like time for the pep rally, hip hip.
You never had any
People
pep
weren't
rallies?
We
into
did,
school?
but it wasn't like a big deal.
People weren't into school spirit.
People were weirdly at my school like, oh, I should work hard, and like the SATs are coming up, or
Fucking
like, where'd
losers.
you get into college?
you went to like a nerd school.
Yeah,
I'm
Yes,
from-
except there were
schools.
cool people there too.
I'm from Ohio, so that is like football country out
Yeah.
there.
Super Loserville. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people Friday night going to the games. I remember middle school that was like so exciting to go
Yeah.
to the football games. And then in high school, I was like, ugh, football, ugh.
Oh, I had to go because I was
And then
in
I
a
was
band.
I had to go too
What
because I
did
was
you
in the
play
football
in
team.
band?
Drums, percussion. Well, it was pep band, so we just had
I was on the drum line.
we had no. We had a full drum set that we would just put in the bleachers.
But you weren't allowed near that. You had to play the
No,
snare.
that was me. I was the drummer.
You were like the guy who walked on the 4th of July or whatever
Yeah.
the 4th of July goes.
I would bring a water bottle filled with vodka and just like play Iron Man on the drums and just get way too drunk
At the
at
game?
a school function, where I was
Wow.
expected to perform. And you know what? I did
I
perform.
never
guy.
did that.
I did a
Where's
good
he
job.
going?
How did you do, Patrick, in this game?
I got.
I think
I
you
think
were
I
in the
got
top
13th, right?
Somewhere, yeah.
No, that was somebody else.
That was somebody else. Yeah,
Oh.
because you were.
You did okay.
What happened here?
Maybe a
Timer.
Did they
Yeah,
hit the
maybe.
skybox? Can I see?
What instrument did you say you played?
Drums.
You already said that.
No.
Okay. And which kind
Why
of
did
like
it
the full
freeze?
drum
Played
set?
full drum
Yeah, I
set.
just had a drum set.
Ooh.
So you didn't even have to march.
No. It was pretty. It was like a pretty budget band program.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm
We were
looking for a
we
new
were
drummer,
pep
Patrick.
Band, not
It
marching band.
froze.
Oh shit.
I wrestled in high school, so that meant that no one came to our events.
Yeah.
I was in cross country, so same thing. Like
Well,
nobody goes.
but no one can do. In defense of no one going to cross country, what the fuck are you supposed to do? There they go, and then
there's
you sit
multiple
there and then
points.
you wait.
There are multiple
But you
points
can't be
that
at
you
them.
that you could reach.
But you can't be at
no,
them.
no, no. But you go to one, and then it's like, oh hey, I know if I go over here, they'll pass me later.
Yeah.
But you still don't get to experience the race in any meaningful way.
Then you wait at the
go to the
finish
finish
line.
line.
You
go to
go
the
finish line,
Go to the
yeah.
finish line.
But if they're moving from point, they can't. So they have to basically go backwards around the track. Where are they gonna? So they're at the starting line.
Yeah. It's not a track though. That's track. Cross
No.
country is a course.
That's what I'm saying.
It weaves in and out. Sometimes
It
there's-
weaves off into the who
sometime-
the fuck knows where of the woods.
Sometimes there's multiple laps around one area.
I'm
if the
speaking
course is
only
small.
because I did go to a cross country event to support my cross country friends.
Okay.
And it was like, all right, and they're off. And I went,
Yeah.
and then 25 minutes later, they come
80
back around or whatever. And then
80
you're like,
of the skinniest, weirdest shaped people you've ever
And it's-
seen
and you're like,
compounding down
that's it.
the finish line like a herd of
just a bunch of
sickly
people sitting there, and
stallions.
you didn't have smartphones, so you're just sitting there. You're
Yeah.
like, it's hot out. Like that's it.
Speaking of smartphones and cross country, that'd be awesome if they got really high tech with it now. Because when you run a marathon now, you put a little GPS thing on your
yeah,
shoe.
yeah.
So maybe now cross country in 2021, it's like, oh, you see them off from the starting line, then you get on your phone and you're like, oh,
Well, if you had
my
a
person's
drone-
doing good.
If you had a drone, you could follow the cross country.
Dude,
route.
holy
Real
fucking
low.
shit. Yes,
Yeah.
if we get drones on this and the GPS units, then I think you could have a really good, well-attended cross country meet. That's
we
fun to
need
watch.
more technology versus human beings competitions.
Agree.
I think a drone race
But with real
Right.
threat.
with humans versus drones, right? And I know what you're gonna say. The drone's gonna win, but it's not as the crow flies, right? So it's like a dog obstacle course with tubes and weird complex and maybe even some sort of puzzle. So like there's equal advantages where human beings
Yes.
would have to stay
I
and
love this.
like undo a lock or something, and the drone has a little thing. So it's way harder for the drone, but then on the full out sprint, obviously the drone is gonna beat the human.
Uh-huh.
Now, is
But
the
when it
drone
comes to
controlled
crawling,
by a
maybe it's
man?
going to be a little even. 'cause
I
you're gonna
would
go
watch
slow.
the shit out of
I
this.
know.
Is the drone controlled by a man or by
By a man.
It has to
AI?
be controlled by a man, yeah.
Oh.
Listen, we should be documenting all
the
that
AI would
navigation data because what we want to get to is someone who is just crammed full of steroids versus an AI.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That's
That's
what we
where
want to
we
get to,
want it.
but we're
That's
not
the future
there
we
yet
want.
as a society. So we will, for this point in time, have someone controlling the drone, trying to navigate these things. But again, it's puzzles and athletic venturing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right?
both.
That's what we need.
That makes sense.
It'd be awesome.
I love that. That's a
It'd be
$1 billion new athletic competition we just made.
New
Or you get a
American
big guy
Yes.
in the ring with a battle bot.
Well, I think that could be part of it. Imagine if you had a drone with like one of those batons, the joust baton, right?
Like
And then
a
you had a
javelin.
man with it.
Yes.
It'd probably be pretty difficult. I feel like, and then it's getting
It
you in the
would.
back or whatever. Like it's swinging at you, it's throwing you off balance, and then you're trying to hit it, you miss it, now you're gonna go off the edge. But if you stay firm, you swat the thing down.
Artificially intelligent American gladiators.
I think
I love the shit.
It'd
out
be
of
great.
My
How much do you need to get this off the
Robo-Gladiators,
ground?
$17.
$17 trillion.
That's it?
That's my bus fare home.
Where do you live?
And then if I can just
getting
get
on
on
a
that bus.
Greyhound?
Yeah. New Jersey.
Okay.
Speaking of man versus technology, it's kind of
I love it.
relates to this. This weekend I had I went to a leg making
I
competition.
saw a video.
For my roommate,
Yeah.
who is an amputee, has one leg and stuff. So he got for his 2-year ampuversary, he got all of his buddies to make him different weird legs. And man, it was awesome to watch
really
him
Did you make
test out his
tender.
legs.
That's so sweet.
Oh, I made one.
I saw yours.
What did you make yours out of?
I made it out of, it was just a big block of cement. So the idea was like, oh, you're at a party. You don't want to move around. And it's
Yeah.
just like, this is your immobilization leg. You can just be like, hey, if someone's like, hey, Ted, go get me a beer. You're like, sorry, I got my immobilization leg on.
Yeah,
I
nice,
didn't
that's
work.
great.
But then he could totally move with it. And he walked around with it. And then he was
Smashed
like
a can,
smashing cans.
Yeah.
He was smashing cans. It was awesome.
You actually turned him into a monster.
Yeah, I turned him into this awesome monster. And then I also made him a fan leg. I had an old box fan, and I just drilled 4 holes into it, made it a fan leg. That makes it a leg. Once you have 4
So
holes in it,
does
it
he
can
have
connect.
like a thing that like attaches it, or do you have to
His
make like
prostheticist was there and was attaching all the
really?
legs to his leg.
What?
His
That's
stump.
awesome.
That's so
And it was
cool.
great. And yeah, but so we had an actual old gun leg. We had a potato gun leg.
Okay.
We had a
Do you have
giant.
pictures of all these?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a giant worm leg, an ice leg. Someone made a leg out of ice, and it was like,
So temporary leg.
yeah, it melted. Half of it was
it
melted
means,
by the time
it
he put it on.
means he could kill someone with a kick to the face and there'd be no evidence.
That's it. It's true. I also said for the, because you get points for added capabilities, and I was like, for my cement leg one, I was like, the added capability of this is if you wanted to kill Ted, just put this on him and throw him into a lake.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
There was a pizza box leg. That one didn't work
Yeah,
very
it doesn't seem
well.
structurally
There was a
sound.
tire leg, so he looked like a car kind of.
Oh, that's
that was really
cool.
cool.
I'm into that
There
one.
was
Yeah.
a character like that. Toxic Avenger had a cartoon, which is weird to think about Toxic Avenger.
yeah.
But it had
Nice.
a cartoon, and one of the guys in it, I remember, he had a big nose and he had a wheel for a leg. So that's
Yeah,
I don't think I know. I've
Dude,
met
I'm
your
gonna-
roommate before. He doesn't have a particularly large nose, but he did have. The
Oh yeah,
leg.
you guys did meet at that wrestling
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, you're the one member. He always is like, "Oh, how's James doing?"
Oh, does he say that?
Yeah, well,
I
because
feel
he's
like I
like-
never say that about him. But I
Well,
say that.
he like you guys. I don't
We
know.
hung out, yeah.
You hung
I mean, we
out
hung
at the
out- we hung
wrestling
out that
thing.
night. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Anyway.
Ask, hey, next time you see him, I assume it'll be later today. say I asked how he was doing,
Okay, I will.
and I hope he's doing well.
I will. Yeah, he's doing great.
Don't watch this video.
This is it's so silent and somber
I know.
because there's like
And
no
you're
other
first.
cars on the road. Well, I think you?
Well.
You're doing
I
great,
guess you're
Lindsay.
technically first because you're closest to the checkpoint. But
Not
whoa, we got a lot of
anymore.
XP though.
Does anyone have a song or a tale they'd like to tell or sing?
Oh.
We're talking about high school.
Yeah.
Let's think about all the topics we've covered. High school.
Check.
Space Jam.
Well, that was last one.
Shit.
We talked about
Prosthetics.
prosthetics.
Laser tag. Oh, was that last one?
Oh, we talked about drone racing.
Drone
Oh,
racing.
I guess
yeah.
if you could prosthetic something, what would you want a prosthetic
On my own body.
on your own body?
My whole body.
Oh, arm for sure.
oh,
Are we talking like a fully functional
What?
robot prosthetic?
No, to the extent of what exists now.
Oh well, I was.
Right,
well, then
like so
none.
you don't get to cyber enhance yourself
Oh,
with fictional
none.
technology
Then I
that
choose
doesn't
none.
exist.
Well, I was gonna.
You have to.
I was gonna
okay.
say neck, and I would make it like really long, and make this like really awesome like
Like
giraffe,
Inspector
like
Gadget.
Like a giraffe.
dinosaur. Yeah, Inspector Gadget neck. But you're saying it has to be something that,
Yeah, that doesn't
exists.
exist. That doesn't exist currently.
That we know of.
Not for
true.
lack of demand. But it doesn't currently exist. So this is something like, you're like, because obviously your roommate, it's like, got to see fucking smash. You can't smash a can the way he smashed a can
That's true.
God.
without a cement leg.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you had to prosthetic something, what would it be?
Well, I guess what you're really asking though is what would be the least effect on my life, right?
Probably,
Like,
yeah.
okay, then
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I
my
mean, there's a
pinky finger?
potential as well because, again, I think about how you ever see the Blade Runners?
Oh,
yeah, where they have, like,
those
the-
really
And,
fast.
like,
it's
there's
a
no
hook.
way you can't look at that and go, "Oh, those are way better than my legs."
Yeah, that's way
like, there's
faster.
no way, right? So I don't think that necessarily having a prosthetic is a limiting factor in all cases. You know. Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, absolutely not. I guess then, if you're gonna ask me like what the coolest accessories and stuff like what that I'd be psyched to use and stuff, I think having a hand that I could remove and a left hand and attach really cool different things to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Similar to like this leg making competition,
Yeah.
like make weird modifications and
Like
stuff.
you have a whole quiver of.
I guess that would probably be the best, because then it's like it's super useful. I can do cool stuff with it, but then
Well-
it's also easier to get around than not having a leg.
And the technology does exist where you can basically, like, they have the hands where someone can just go like, I want to think about closing my hand.
Gotta
I'm gonna close this.
Press
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
stick
That exists,
to
and then there's
rock it
also people
yourself
I think that can like do that, and then it'll like
when the little
feel
yellow
like
bar
it
is
can.
glowing.
You should just
Then you
hold
press
Y
it.
and start over.
I mean, yeah, you can press that whole
That way
bar.
you'll start over at the base of the mountain.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have the technology now where you could like think I want to close my hand, and you're like, oh okay, I know that I've gripped it enough.
Did you see that prosthetic penis that the guy got? And some porn star.
No,
was
tell
gonna,
me
like,
more.
Have sex with him. So this guy.
Well, why wouldn't she?
Well, it was like a treat for him. It was like a special like.
Wait for
Oh, like is it connected to his like nervous system or
Am I
something?
doing something wrong?
No. But
So
it-
he can't feel it.
I don't think so.
So
Clicking
how
on
is
the
that a
left
treat?
But he had his.
Click
I
in
think
on
his
the
dick was ripped off or something
Oh.
at some point, and they had like a prosthetic that they installed on it. It
Uh-huh.
was like you could inflate it.
Inflate it? Inflatable
so,
penis?
I feel like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I mean that's.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
It-
because they used to do that with old dudes, right? Before Viagra was a thing, they'd be like you could
Put a
inflate your
balloon in
dick.
there.
right. Oh, the Swedish penis enlarger?
Oh, the pump.
Isn't that what
Yeah.
didn't
Austin
Hugh
Powers?
Hef-
Hefner have a
Powers.
permanent dick?
I
Didn't
think
he
we
have a
all have
permanent
a lot of us
boner?
have permanent dicks.
Permanent-
No, but he had like a
oh.
permanent
Oh my
boner.
God, where do you put that?
Let's see.
It hits where you wore with a robe.
I thought you have to.
Prosthetic.
This
If
map
you have a
makes
boner
the
for
game
more
crash,
than
I
6
think.
years, call your
Oh, there we go.
physician. Do I just click the
Semi-
Click the stick in. Click
In.
it in.
But then-
and that's what launches you.
that launches me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you gotta wait until you land, and then it'll start
Yeah.
regenerating.
So you're just trying to drive and aim yourself and then launch yourself.
Now click it again,
That's the
But
premise.
and you want to land
but what is the goal?
to get to the flag
there's-
that's at
there-
the top of the
You
mountain.
probably can't see it, but on the bottom left corner of the screen, there's a map,
Checkered flag.
and the map has a flag, and you're trying to point your arrow towards that flag
Got it.
and then get to that.
Perfect.
Doing better than me.
Thank you.
Two
you go,
cylinders,
press it
a
again.
reservoir. Yeah, it's a pump.
Yeah.
You pump
Careful
your dick
though,
up.
because now
Yeah.
you're getting to the point where you're gonna overshoot it and go across the mountain.
Okay. Thank you.
So
it's right there.
there
Did
was
you see
someone
it?
who had
Yep, I
he
saw
got
it. I
his-
wish I could-
he had a
oh, fuck
prosthetic
me.
dick, and so then they
Okay,
had a porn star
well.
have sex with him.
Yeah, because he hadn't had sex because maybe he was like
Do not fuck.
I
Because
thought
he
it was
didn't
like
have a dick, probably.
torn off or something, so he'd never had sex.
Bear
And he was
attack?
like, fine. It might have been a bear attack.
That's what they go for.
Yeah, they do because it's soft. That's
God,
when
not
animals.
like the rest of us.
When animals attack
Okay,
you, though,
we
they'll
can try
go for
again.
like your stomach, your hog,
Why?
your asshole. Actually, I think is pretty common for them to go for because it's
Really?
very
Like what though? Like
And then we'll do it one more
the
time.
bear's gonna turn you over and say, "I'm gonna find your weak spot," like you're some sort of video game
No,
boss.
they know. Like they know. You know, they've eaten enough things in their life that they know where to.
Bears eat ass.
Bears eat ass. Yeah, they like pull it out because it's very soft in there. It's easy
Dogs
to
eat
get
ass.
at. Coyote. Maybe it's more dogs and coyotes and stuff.
Oh,
Dogs
like when there's a
eat, like,
corpse.
shit off the ground, so.
You mean
Yeah,
like
a
when there's
corpse,
like
like
a
after you
corpse? Like
die.
yeah, like if
Or
you
if you're
died
still
in
alive.
an apartment full of cats, they're gonna
Yeah.
eat your asshole
Yeah.
out. Where this is all getting cut by YouTube, but hopefully people are enjoying this on RT.
Or dogs.
Oh yeah, there was a fart leg
replay?
too.
What does
A
that
fart
mean?
leg.
It was a leg with like a bunch of whoopee cushions, so every time you stepped on it, it, would
Oh,
go-
that's good stuff.
it was hilarious. Every time.
Okay, I don't know why. Here,
Okay,
James, you
thank
want
you.
to try?
Oh
Well,
god, Ryan barely
Oh,
got to go.
no, Ryan, go again then, please. He and I split. it.
Just was getting the hang of it.
Oh, let's see how he does. This is it. This is for all the marbles. Best 2 out of 3.
Oh, we get
First time
marbles if we win
crash,
this?
Second
Fuck
time
yeah,
we didn't
dude.
place at all, and third time.
No
It's a charm.
marbles. You can have 7,000 Hot Wheels cars though. If you
Okay.
win, or if you lose.
Either way, they're all yours.
Musclememory.exe. You guys know what muscle memory actually is? It's a real thing.
It's
well,
like, isn't it
it's like
stuff
riding
in
a
your
bike,
brain
right?
firing?
it's like riding a bike.
Well, it's because the more you perform an activity, the more I believe it's myelin coats. It coats the neural pathway from your brain. So say you get really good with your hands or whatever. The more you do things, it has a power leakage. So say you start with 100% brain power, and then by the time you get it down here, when you're trying to ride a bike, and you can't do it very well, but the more and more you practice, the more your neural pathway gets covered in myelin, which is an insulator, which then causes it to be a more efficient pathway. And then that stuff doesn't go away. So even when you don't do it and you come back to do it again, it's going to be easier to get back to doing it because those pathways have now become super highways of neural information.
Oh, like Death Stranding.
Like Death Stranding.
So would you call muscles like a strand type body part?
A Death Strand type body part, yeah. Basically, your muscles look like Norman Reedus.
Is that just for physical movements, or is this also applied to just habits and stuff like
This
mind
is for
things?
muscle memory.
Physical
It's like
things.
literal
Things
muscle.
But like
Okay.
guitar.
So how long
Okay,
does that last? Because there's things that I can remember to do like on piano. I learned when I was 12.
Yeah.
I can remember it now,
Yeah.
even if I haven't touched a piano in several.
Forever.
I lost.
Once
all
it's
of
coated
that.
in myelin, it's pretty much there. It doesn't wear out very long.
I'm doing it now. Oh my god.
I've forgotten everything.
But what do you mean? If you sat behind a drum set right now, would you be able to play
I could still
what you
play- I could
played
still
in
do-
high school?
Probably not as well, but yeah.
Not as well.
I mean,
but
like
yeah.
basic.
Better
I
than
guess.
me, who's never played the drums.
But like I've played piano and I could not do a single thing.
Well, you probably didn't build the myelin as much.
Yeah,
as
Yeah.
you
It's
got
not. I
myelin,
guess
baby.
I should have had more myelin.
reps. That's why it's reps.
Can I just buy synthetic myelin, like
No,
concentrated
that's-
myelin?
Yeah, let's
yeah.
do that.
That's
Let's
the
do that.
prosthetic I
Can
want.
he
Is myelin.
prosthetic myelin?
Launch.
Launch it.
Great
There we
Go,
go.
go,
All
go,
right, here
go,
I
go,
go.
go,
Here I
go,
go.
go.
This is it. This
This
is the
is
run.
for
This
all
is
the
the run. Oh
marbles.
shit.
So if you do.
Okay, just straighten yourself out. No.
Oh, don't launch. If you fire it when you're pointing the wrong way, then it's
Yeah,
gonna
you want to
fuck
be
you.
going up.
What if you do too many
I like-
drugs or something? Does the myelin
Probably
go away?
that could potentially. I don't know what degrades myelin, but I do know that that's what explains muscle weakness.
I mean, yeah.
Any other usernames want to prompt a rant?
Who we got?
Has anyone been to a fish pit before?
Oh, Fish just played in Tennessee last night.
Not that kind of.
Oh.
You like fish?
Sometimes. I like. That's a loaded question. You know, I don't love Fish, but I like what they've built, and I like going to the shows. It's fun, but I would never, in my own time, put on a Fish CD and listen to it.
Just hold
Right.
Y.
I'm trying, yeah.
Don't launch yourself right at the start. Make sure you're pointed up first.
It's pretty unlistenable.
Like go, 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 and then launch.
Drive a little bit,
Drive a little bit.
and then point up, and then launch.
Boom. This is the run.
No, I don't think so.
Yep. This is it.
Kevorkian. Dallas Goff.
What bands
is-
do you think
I'm just reading
are
the names
so
down.
bad that they shouldn't exist?
Shouldn't?
Because I mean, the way you guys are talking about Fish, it's very, very harsh,
There's-
right? But for me, it's just more like, oh, they've just picked a genre that I'm not interested in and never
Yeah.
will be.
Well, it's just
Right.
like the music is secondary to me, to the culture.
Okay.
But yes,
Let me ask you.
I actually don't know what a Fish song is. I know the band.
No one
I know
does.
people who are.
Yeah.
I couldn't name one song
Yeah.
or sing one song.
Only people who are
Like-
They did
super.
the
step
ska. I
could
into
sing-
the
Didn't they do the ska
freezer.
cover of,
I could sing
Take
you
On
a
Me?
Nickelback song.
Yeah, probably. They're just
And it
like
still won't be
it's just
good, but at least I can sing.
That sounds like Mario.
For like 12 hours.
Yeah, for about 12 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Because it sounds good on shrooms.
I guess.
Oh,
the
that's
thing,
probably
right?
why,
That's
right?
kind of there.
Oh, I always
just a
confuse-
party,
I always
dude.
confuse
It's just
fish
a
and
party.
real big fish.
Well,
Very different.
shrooms will break down your myelin, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Shit. That explains a lot. A band that I wish didn't exist.
Yeah, a band that you feel
Fun.
has no redeeming value.
Fun. The band Fun.
That one band that's like some nights
hate
I
Yes. That is one of the worst bands.
Do you not like
Take
the
me to
singer?
your best friend. Is that fun?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's
No,
that's
that's-
that's
Do I
that's
not like the
fuck.
singer? What do you mean?
Yeah, because he's got a very unique
I just
voice.
listened to this.
Oh no, I think the music is dog shit and the singer sucks.
That's
I think
Future
I
Love.
think
There's
it's
another
all
band
horrible.
that guy, I forget his name, but the guy who's the lead singer in Fun, who
Group
has that
Love.
duet with Pink
Love.
and whatever, he was in another band called the 88 or something like that in high school, and I really liked that band, but I was not a big fan of Fun.
Oh,
I
no,
think
yeah,
because it was
they're-
more experimental, and Fun was more mainstream pop culture, and I didn't like it.
I
But that
was
song
Fun.
is
We got
catchy.
Fun.
And it's-
Mumford and Sons.
No.
Okay.
Mumford and
fine.
Sons.
Oh, come on.
But this is Patrick. He's
I
because
cried
I
on
used
the
to be the
balcony
cynic.
with a glass of wine
I used to be
listening
the old
to Mumford
curmudgeon
and
cynic. Now
Sons.
Mumford
Patrick
and
is
Sons?
Patrick is
Yeah.
the new. So we just just remember
It's
on
in the
the.
playlist.
two of you guys.
I mean, he makes me seem like completely fine. You know?
I'm
So
not even like a
Mumford and
snob about things. It's just like the shit that I don't like. It really irks me, and especially like that shit where it's just like the fucking banjo. It's just
Well, how do
such
you
a
feel
like
about
weird
Imagine
fake.
Dragons?
I don't like them.
That
I know
one's
that.
one's more funny to me because they own the fact that they are just terrible shills. Like they're just convention music,
Okay.
right?
I can't even
Like
name
Mumford
you an
and Sons
Imagine
thinks
Dragons
that they are
songs
a
either.
really good, cool folk band. Imagine Dragons is like, oh, Xbox
they
wants
know
us?
that they're like a kind of a-
100%.
Yeah.
A
yes.
pop mainstream band.
Write me that check.
Yeah, because that's how they're going to be rich for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
As opposed to
The
those
music
morally upstanding bands.
Because I've
It's like,
listened
I'm sorry,
to
Music
this
actual
sucks
is not fun to
equally, but
watch.
folk music, and
viewers.
it's not the, it's not like Mumford and Sons.
radioactive.
Oh, that is Imagine Dragons, isn't
Yeah.
it?
They also did
I'm
that one
breathing
song.
in
Oh,
the
man.
They did that one
chemicals.
song from the Mission Impossible trailer, where it was like they were like, "Oh, we didn't, this is from an old album. We didn't even, think of it now. I guess it does sound like Mission Impossible, but when we wrote it, it didn't even occur to us that it could be Mission Impossible." And it's literally dung 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 da dung da dung. Like, okay,
You know,
you want us for the trailer? Okay.
a way
That's
better
crazy that you got away
radioactive
with this.
cover than Imagine Dragons is the band The Radioactive Chicken Heads. It's the
that
best
your
cover of
band?
that song.
That's your band, right?
No, I'm not in
Oh.
that band. I'm
Oh,
not a
okay.
chicken.
Wait.
You have to
How
be a
do-
chicken or a vegetable to be in that
How
band.
do you feel about bands that have songs that are named after their band?
I think that's funny.
How do you feel about Big Country with a song called Big Country? And it's
Country.
the
I'm
only
all for
song
it.
of theirs they know. I mean, it's
Done. Go for
It's
it.
a gamble.
Good.
it's a gamble.
It is, but I think it works. I think it's good.
The band everyone likes that I don't like, I don't know if they shouldn't exist or whatever, but everyone likes the Black Keys. And whenever I hear a Black Keys song, I really hate it. Just because it's like I hate the guy's voice, and like it's just like a guy singing really good, too good. It's too
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah,
I'm-
it's kind of like they're like the blues kind of blues.
Yeah, but I love blues.
But, no, I know.
I'm from where the blues is.
I know
but
what you're
like,
talking about though, where it's like, yeah, I know it. I get this.
Oh, dude, yeah, look at this shirt. Look at
Oh,
this awesome
shit.
shirt. Holy
Wow, look at that.
shit. Whoa.
What a
I found
shirt.
this shirt in the trash can. Some guy was like,
That's
"Oh,
about
this
right.
is the worst
Trash
band
can.
I've
That
ever
checks out.
heard."
No.